Farmers in eastern Croatia have taken their tractors onto local roads, blocking traffic after talks with Agriculture Minister Tihomir Jakovina broke down yesterday. Farmers are unhappy with the state of affairs in the agricultural sector. They are demanding the full payment of stimulus packages promised to them for 2012 and a higher purchase price for wheat. Police have warned the organizers of the protests that they will have to move their tractors since they did not obtain the necessary permits on time to hold their rallies. Croatia on Friday invited potential bidders to express interest in buying the bank Hrvatska Poštanska banka. The bank is the last bank in Croatia still owned by the state. HPB controls around 4.5% of the market. Investors who express interest by August 31st will be invited to submit non-binding bids by September 20th. Less than 24 hours after a suicide bomber exploded a bomb at a funeral in western Pakistan, killing at least 29 mourners, gunmen fired on the vehicle of a politician driving past worshippers leaving a mosque, killing 9 people and injuring 27. The attack is the latest instance of spiraling militant violence since Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif took office 2 months ago. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu are due to meet U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel today. The meeting comes after U.S. President Barack Obama canceled earlier this week a summit with President Vladimir Putin over Russia's decision to grant U.S. spy agency contractor Edward Snowden asylum.
There were a variety of challenges that led to the assessment that this was not the right time to have a summit. Obviously, Mr. Snowden was a factor, but he was far from the only factor.
Analysts say relations between the U.S. and Russia have hit one of their lowest points since the end of the Cold War. Cleanup efforts have begun in Fukushima after Japan's government admitted earlier this week that radioactive water was leaking into the ocean from the nuclear power plant. Plant operators are pumping the contaminated water into a pit before sending it to an underground trench as a stopgap measure. The Terraneo Music Festival, popular with young crowds from all over Europe and beyond, is in its final day. The decibels were running high last night with alternative Irish band My Bloody Valentine. The festival has been a huge draw this year. Finding accommodations in Šibenik is nearly impossible right now.
Our friends were here last year. They were traveling around Croatia island hopping, and they came here, so we came here this year.
New York rappers Wu-Tang Clan are expected to thrill hip-hop fans tonight. Old shoes are being collected in the northern Croatian town of Varaždin as it prepares for the annual street performance festival, Špancirfest. The shoes will be used in installations by artists Krešimir Koloži and Maja Patafta that will be displayed throughout the town. The 10-day festival, which begins August 23rd, has a jam-packed lineup this year with more than 150 performers taking part. In sports news, the draw for the 2013-2014 Europa League playoff round did not work in Rijeka's favor. They will face Stuttgart at home on August 22nd, with the return leg being played the following week. Rijeka made the playoffs for the first time after a draw in Slovakia closed out a 3-2 aggregate success against Žilina. Meanwhile, Hajduk ended their quest for the league Thursday after their second 1-0 loss against Georgian side Dila Gori. Taking a look at the forecast, the west and northwest will see increasing cloud cover and a chance of scattered showers and thunder showers tonight and overnight. There is also a high chance of severe thunderstorms with hail and high winds. Rain is expected on Saturday around midday in the east and south of the country. Winds inland will be moderate to high northerlies and northwesterlies. On the northern coast, a moderate to high northeasterly gale force in places, spreading to the central and southern sections of the coast by evening. Morning lows will range from 16 to 21 degrees Celsius, cooler in the higher elevations, and from 21 to 27 degrees on the coast. The day's highs in the west and northwest of the country will be significantly lower than in recent days, up to 26 degrees. Highs of 31 degrees are expected in the east and south, while temperatures in Lika and Gorski Kotar will dip into the low to mid-20s.